Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video we are going to understand how to create GoHighLevel contact on Razorpay payment. So are you also using Razorpay to sell your products online? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here I'm doing the same. I'm running a edutech company, and for that company we sell our courses online with the help of our Razorpay account. So now what I want is that as soon as a new payment is received in my Razorpay account, automatically with the help of the same details, a new contact should be created in my GoHighLevel account too. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Razorpay and GoHighLevel. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So I'm going to create this connection to maintain more effective communication. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to understand how to create GoHighLevel contact on Razorpay payment. So as you know that I'm running a edutech company and I've streamlined the enrollment process by integrating Razorpay and GoHighLevel. So now what I want is that as soon as a new Razorpay payment is made, which is as soon as a new course is purchased from my Razorpay account, automatically with the help of the same details, a new contact should be created in my GoHighLevel too. So this automation not only saves time but also ensure that no student is overlooked, making our customer management more efficient. So with the customer information automatically captured, I am able to quickly follow up with the students and send them the welcome emails and ensure that they receive all the necessary details for their course. So this setup can improve our communication flow. So to do all of this, I have simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the other one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And as soon as we are going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account, and now it is opening my dashboard. And to start with the automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to create GoHighLevel contact on Razorpay payment, and then we are going to click on create. And as soon as we are going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So now to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for the trigger application, we are going to select it as Razorpay because I want that as soon as a new payment is captured in my Razorpay account, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as payment captured. And as soon as we are going to select this, it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Razorpay account and our Pabbly's workflow. So what we are going to do is we are going to copy this webhook URL and then we are going to follow this help text. So I'm going to open my Razorpay account, and after opening my Razorpay account, from the left side bar we have to go on developers. So as you can see developers, so we have to go on this, and as soon as we are going to go on developers, it is saying API and webhooks. So we have to go on webhooks right from here, and now after opening webhooks you can see the button of add new webhook. So as you can see that I've already created many webhooks, but I'm going to add a new. For that I'm going to click on add new webhook, and now it is asking me for the webhook URL. So we are going to paste the URL we copied from our workflow, and now it is asking me for the secret. So if you wish, you can definitely add a secret for security right over here, but I don't want to add, so I'm going to leave it as blank, and also this is not the required field. And now it is asking me for the alert email, so I'm going to keep it as same only. And now it is asking me for the active events. So here you can see that in our workflow it is saying now select payment captured from the active event section. So you have to select payment captured right over here, and as you can see see payment captured. So we are going to select this. And now after selecting this, we are going to click on create webhook. And as soon as we are going to click on create webhook, you can see webhook saved successfully. So yes, we have successfully created a new webhook right over here in our Razorpay account. And now after creating this webhook, this means that we have successfully created a connection between our Razorpay account and our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission. And in order to do the test submission, what we are going to do is we are going to open our Razorpay account again, and we are going to open our payment pages. And over here I'm going to show you all the courses that I'm selling for my edutech company. So I'm going to create this automation only for a single course, which is this mastering marketing. So I'm going to open this course right from here, and then over here you can see the page URL. So we are going to copy this page URL and we are going to open this in a new tab in order to do the test submission. So I'm going to open this, and as you can see that now it is asking me for few details. So I'm going to enter the dummy details. So for the first name, I'm going to keep it as demo, last name as customer right over here. For the email, I'm going to keep it as democustomer@pabblytudes.com, and then for the phone number, we are going to keep it as this. And now after entering all the details, we are going to click on pay 999, and as soon as we are going to click on pay 999, you can see that it is asking me for the payment method. So I'm going to select it as card right over here, and now we are going to enter the card number. And now after entering the card number, it is asking me for the expiry, so we are going to enter the same right over here. And now it is asking me for the card holder's name, so I'm going to select it as this. I'm going to enter the CVV and click on pay now, and as soon as we are going to click on pay now, it is going to ask me for the OTP. So I'm going to enter the OTP also right over here and then click on submit. And as soon as we are going to click on submit, you can see payment successful. So yes, we have successfully did this payment, and yes, we have successfully did this test submission too. And now this means that Razorpay has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response or not. So I'm going to open my workflow, and over here you can see that yes, Pabbly has captured the response A. Over here you can see the same details that we entered. You can see the same phone number that we entered, the same last name, the first name, and over here you can see the same email that we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and we have successfully received the response. And now using this response only, we are going to create a contact in our GoHighLevel account. So to do this, first we are going to add an action step, which is filter by Pabbly. So filter is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to add conditions in your workflow. And to add filter, you are going to search for filter, and as you can see, filter by Pabbly, so we are going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as filter values, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, it is asking me to select the label. So over here we are going to select the label as the amount of our product. So for that, I'm going to search for amount right over here, and then we are going to open this response, and as you can see, the amount is showing 99900. But you must be wondering that the amount was 999.00 right over here in our Razorpay. But why is it showing 99900 directly? So what happens is that as soon as we capture the response from our Razorpay, it eliminates the decimal right over here. So that's why it is showing 99900 as the amount. So we are going to select the same only, and now for the filter type, we are going to select it as equals to, and then for the value, we are going to enter the same value as the amount. So I'm going to enter it right over here. And now after entering this, what I have done is that I want that if the product is purchased of the amount 99900, then only this workflow should move on further. So as I showed you that I am offering multiple courses right over here in my Razorpay, but as you can see, the amount for all the courses is different. Whenever the amount is 99900, then only this workflow will move on further. So let's suppose that someone purchases a course which is automation and AI. For that the amount is 599, then this workflow will stop right over here only. It will not move on further and create a GoHighLevel contact. So yes, with this we have successfully set it up this, and now I'm going to click on save and send test request, and as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, you can see status success, condition is true. Yes, the condition is true because the amount was this. So we have entered this manually right over here as the value. So now after adding the filter right over here we are going to add the most important action step right over here, which is go high level. For that we have to create a contact. So what we are going to do is, for the action application, we are going to search for lead connector v2. So we are going to connect our go high level account with our Pabbly's workflow with the help of this lead connector. For that I'm going to search for lead connector. As you can see, lead connector v1 and v2. So we are going to select it as lead connector v2, and after selecting this, it is asking me for the action event. So we are going to select the action event as create or update a contact, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, you can see that now it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your lead connector v2 account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection and then connect with lead connector v2. And as soon as we are going to click on connect with lead connector v2, over here it is going to show me my accounts and my sub accounts. Over here you can see that this is my account, and over here are all my sub accounts. So I've selected a sub account in my GoHighLevel for that, which is Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to select the same right over here only, which is Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to look for my sub account. Over here you can see Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to select this sub account, and as soon as we are going to select this sub account, you can see that we have successfully connected our lead connector or GoHighLevel account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the first name. So we are going to map this first name. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Razorpay as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received in my Razorpay account. So I'm going to give you an example. That over here you can see that it is asking me for the first name. So suppose I'm going to enter the first name right over here manually, which is dummy. So I'm going to enter it right over here like this. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I've entered it manually. But we are going to map it from the previous response. Suppose I'm going to search for first name, and as you can see demo. So let's suppose that we are going to map this from the previous response. Then yes, this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. Same, we are going to map the last name also. I'm going to search for last name over here, and as you can see customer, so we are going to map it. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the full name, so I'm going to search for name, and as you can see first name, last name. So first we are going to map the first name, put a space and then the last name, and after mapping this, it is asking me for the email. So I'm going to search for email, and as you can see the email, so we are going to map the email too. And now it is asking me for the phone number, so we are going to map the phone number too. I'm going to search for it, and as you can see the same, so we are going to map it. And after mapping all of these details, we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the location ID, address, city, country, state, and many another details. So as you can see, all of these details are not the required details, so I'm going to leave all of these blank and move on towards save and send test request. So I'm going to click on save and send test request because I filled in the required details. And yes, you can see that we have successfully created a new contact. Over here you can see the contact ID, you can see the first name by which we created a contact, you can see the full name, and also you can see the email by which we created a contact. So yes, with this we have successfully created a contact, and this is a positive response. So what we are going to do is we are going to open our GoHighLevel account and check for the new contact created with the same details. So I'm going to open my GoHighLevel account right from here, and over here we are going to refresh this page to check for the new contact created. And now it is loading the fresh data, so we are going to wait for a few seconds. And yes, you can see name demo customer, you can see the phone number that we entered and the email that we entered, demo customer @pabblytudes.com. So yes, a new contact has been created with the same details. So with this our workflow is successful, but I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So what we are going to do is we are going to open our Razorpay account again, and we're going to do another test submission for this course only, for which we created this automation. So I'm going to open the page URL, and over here you can see the same. So we are going to do the test submission with the new details this time. So for the first name, I'm going to keep it as test only, last name as user, email as test user @pabblytudes.com, and for the phone number I'm going to keep it as this only. And then we are going to click on pay 999 right over here and purchase this course with the help of our card. And now it is asking me for the payment methods. I'm going to select it as card. We're going to enter the card details right over here. We are going to enter the card holder's name and the CVV. And now after entering all the details, we are going to click on pay now. And as soon as we are going to click on pay now, you know that it is going to ask me for the OTP. So I'm going to enter the OTP right over here, and then we are going to click on submit. And as soon as we are going to click on submit, you can see that it is saying payment successful. So yes, we have have successfully completed this payment, and this means that we have successfully did the test submission too. And this also means that Razorpay has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further created a new contact in our GoHighLevel with the same details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my GoHighLevel account and check for the new contact created with the same details. So I'm going to open my GoHighLevel directly, and this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. I'll directly open my GoHighLevel account, and we are going to refresh this contacts page directly to check for the new contact created. And now you can see again it is saying loading fresh data. So we are going to wait for a few seconds. And yes, you can see a new contact has been created, name test user. Over here you can see the same phone number that we entered and the same email address that we entered, which is testuser@pabblytudes.com. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. For the trigger application we selected Razorpay, and then for the trigger event we selected payment captured. For the action application we selected filter by Pabbly, and then for the action event we selected filter values. Again, for the action application we selected lead connect V2, and then for the action event we selected create or update a contact, because I wanted that as soon as a new payment is captured in my Razorpay account, automatically with the help of the same details a new contact should be created in my GoHighLevel account too. So yes, over here you can see that I've added the filter step because I only wanted to create this automation for a particular course. If you don't want to create this automation for a particular product or a particular course, then you can eliminate this step. So yes, I added this because I wanted to do so. And then for the action application I selected lead connector V2 because in order to connect GoHighLevel account with our Pabbly's workflow, we use lead connector over here. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here you can see the two contacts I created during this video with the help of my workflow. And yes, this setup has significantly improved our communication flow and allowed us to focus more on delivering quality education rather than getting distracted down by the administrative task. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video, and for your reference I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly you can integrate many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.